In the virtual space, like the physical space, there is nothing called 100% security. You just can't be 100% secure. Everything is hackable. Without a doubt, it is a fact. Then what do? I feel the best way is that when you're using the internet, assume that everything is already hacked. The moment you do that, there is a shift in the mentality that you have. There is suddenly a shift in the way you do things. Suddenly the emails that you would write would change in a very big way, because you would think, oh my God, this is something that can come out in the public in the future. The Snapchat pictures that you would send to your friends, that would certainly change once you have this mindset. Look, if you are somebody of significance with a blue tick in front of your Facebook or Twitter, how do you go ahead and you secure your account? The most basic ones: do not give your password to your secretaries. Do not give your password or share your password with people, starting from enabling two-factor authentication till making sure that you see the top left HTTPS sign. When you're using things like wallets, UPI, net banking, credit card, debit card, the most obvious ones, of course, when you're online, start by not sharing your passwords and credentials with people. You make sure that on the net banking side also, you have a very, very strong password. You again see the HTTPS that we spoke of on the top left when we see the transactions going on. Do not keep all your lifetime savings in one savings account where somebody can easily swipe open and transfer all the money which is there. And most importantly, if there is a breach which happens, do not delay in launching an FIR. Even if the cyber cell says no, we can't, you have to insist, get that done, and immediately get to your bank. Wallet is a great way of making payments, I personally feel so, but it still involves an added factor where you need to recharge your wallet first and then make payments through that. I feel this is clearly a far more faster methodology to transact. And just to give you an idea also, to give you an idea of how secured it is from a very, very layman's perspective, the first factor of authentication is your mobile number itself. The second factor of authentication is the username and password that you have to provide to log into your account at the net banking app. Even if somebody gets an access to your net banking app, he clicks on that, he will not be able to do a transaction using UPI only for one reason: he doesn't know your PIN. So that is where the third factor authentication comes in.